Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about how sugar babies are everywhere, especially if you live in a major city. The more expensive your city is to live in, for rent, for housing, for food, the cost of living is super high, and it's a big city. Sugar babies are going to be there, and a lot of them. Okay, so this video is about like the prevalence, how many are really out there, that you'll encounter, and why a lot of the times you're getting rejected, right? Because you'll be approaching these sugar babies, and of course they're not interested in what you're trying to, what you're after. They're not interested in free mutual exchange, pleasure in bed. No, they're after money in exchange for, sexy time. So, yes, though a lot of the times you're not getting rejected for, whatever insecurity you have. Maybe you think like, oh no, like I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too small, I'm too short, I don't make enough money. Oh, that might be true for some sugar babies. But yes, you've got all these insecurities in you thinking like, oh, this is why I'm getting rejected. And a lot of the times you'll get rejected for, obviously there's the most common one, which is they're not sexually available. They already have their man situation figured out. But a lot of these women, like particular women, if you have a certain particular look that sugar babies have, you're going to get rejected a lot because you keep on approaching sugar babies when they're not in the, you're not in their target demographic. Let's just say that. Okay. So here's the thing. If you're in a expensive city, how do you identify sugar babies? And you can't obviously say like, oh, that girl is for sure a sugar baby. That girl for sure is a sugar baby. But I got very good at picking these girls out. And I actually had made bets with guys, and they would actually confirm, like they'd go on like sugar sites and they'd go on, Instagram to see like if I was actually correct. And sure enough, like the majority of time I was correct in picking out, who were sugar babies. Okay, so how do you identify them? First of all, the easiest way to identify them is by their face. They'll be usually really young. If you see a young girl between the ages of like, a teenager all the way up to like her early 20s, and she's got lots of like lip fillers, like especially the upper lip where their lips are like ducks, like overflow. It looks like a duck. Well, it looks like a duck kind of like smooching out. Yes, probably a sugar baby. Same thing with like cheek injections. They get their cheeks filled so it looks like more like they've got bigger cheekbones. Lashes, like fake lashes. The whole like microblading with their eyebrows. Fake nails, pretty much fake everything. And you have to wonder like, man, that is a lot of upkeep. That doesn't even take into account all the like cosmetics and all the work it's done there. And the hair products, like the hair extensions, hair, everything, like the fake everything. And you have to figure like, how is this young girl, like 18, 19, 20, affording, all this upkeep? Because this is pretty freaking high maintenance, right? She is spending a shit ton to look like this. And what? She's like going to school part-time and working some like minimum wage part-time job, and she's looking like that, spending all that money on herself? No, not likely. She's not like getting lip fillers and cheek fillers, on minimum wage work, part-time minimum wage work. No, this is sugar daddy finances. That's how she's getting paid. And this is how you like usually identify them. It's like, wow, like this girl is spending a shit ton of money on the way she looks. And really, what girl has that kind of money to spend, that kind of money to blow while she's working and going to school, barely making ends meet. So yes, this is how you usually pick out sugar babies. They have a very like plastic, artificial look. And yes, it is usually pretty attractive, It's kind of like the LA look, the Kylie Jenner look, where they have a lot of like injections going on. And yeah, so that's how you identify. Like if you approach a lot of these girls, it doesn't guarantee that she's a sugar baby, but chances are it's pretty high. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh man, like I could probably still get laid with these girls that, make old men pay, but I'd be okay because I look good and, I'm the man. I can get these girls. It depends. Because if these girls have been in the game a long time, they will stop viewing sex as a, free transaction. It's kind of like a mechanic. Once a mechanic has been working for, 8 hours a day for a number of years, he is not going to work on a car for free. I don't care if you're his best friend, a hot chick, trying to like ask him for like free like car repair. He's going to be like, hell no, you're paying. Because he works on cars every day for the rest of his life. And the only way you're going to get him to work on a car again for free, it's not going to happen. He's going to say, like, take a hike. He stops giving his services out for free. And that's exactly what happened with sugar babies. After a number of, rounds, she's just going to be like, no, like, now sex is only for paid guys, right? You have to pay. Just like everybody else. I don't do this for free. And yeah, that's what happens. That's the sugar baby world. So the next time you get rejected, especially if you approach a lot of these kind of like fake looking chicks and you get rejected, don't take it personally. It's because you're not a sugar daddy. You're not in the target demographic. You're not on Seeking Arrangement. You're not on Instagram in her DMs offering her a lot of money, to get in bed with her. So yeah, relax and be like, whoa, okay, like she was probably a sugar baby anyways. No skin off my teeth, right? Probably saved myself a lot of trouble. Yes, so that's why you have to like, don't worry so much about like, oh, why did this girl reject me? You have no idea. They could be, obviously most of them are going to be unavailable because they're already in some kind of relationship with a man. It could be that some of them are lesbians. It could be some that are sugar babies. I mean, there are so many things, like so many like different reasons that you'll be rejected. You have to look at the bigger numbers. Are all women rejecting you? Are like all these type of women rejecting you? You have to play big numbers to finally tease out what's holding you back. Because a lot of the times it just involves playing the numbers game more. All right, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.